Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great Monday. I wanted to hop on real quick and just talk to you a little bit about something that I've really been working on over the last few months, and that is building self-confidence. So we're going to talk a little bit about self-confidence. We're going to talk a little bit about saying goodbye to the negativity in your life, becoming more positive about everything. So let me know where you're tuning in from. Just write it down below. Tell me if you're maybe from my hometown, you're near me, or if you're from somewhere else. So just comment and tell me where you're from. All right, so let's dive in. We're going to discuss 3 ways to become more self-confident and have that positivity in your life. And feel free to share my video. I love sharing my content, and if it gives you value, go ahead and share it. So let's dive in. All right, one of the biggest things that I do that helps with positivity and it helps with my self-confidence is honestly self-talk, right? So the way that we talk to ourselves really affects our attitude and our confidence and everything. So you need to make sure that you are not putting your own self down, right? Because we are all amazing people with so much to offer the world. Maybe something different than the person next to you, but that's okay. You are here for a purpose, and once you find that purpose, you need to dive into it and you need to excel at that purpose, right? So make sure your self-talk is positive. So one way to do this, especially to start off if you're not a good self-talker in the positive way, is to write yourself little post-its, right? So something simple as you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you rock, and put those post-its around your house. So put those post-its on your mirror for the morning when you get up. Put those post-its on your refrigerator. Put the post-it in your car. Just something positive about yourself. You're smart. You're well-educated. You rock at being a mother. You rock at being a father. So those self-talk and those self-notes will really help boost your self-esteem and boost your confidence, right? So when people say negative things to you, it makes you feel bad. So don't do it to yourself. So have some confidence in what you are doing, what you are trying to do, and use that positive energy to then push it into something positive, right? So self-talk. So try the sticky note thing. Highly recommend it. Put sticky notes around your house. People might think you're a little crazy at first, but it's really going to change how you feel and how your emotions are. If you have positivity around you, you're not going to be negative Nancy anymore, right? So no negative Nancys. All right, so number 2, every single challenge that occurs, which some of them you feel like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me, right? So who's had one of those moments that you're like, why is this happening? This can't be happening. It's going to ruin everything. Type a number 1 if you've ever had something like that happen to you. Just type a number 1 in there for me. All right, so you have this negative thing, this challenge that you have to overcome, right? And you're just feeling like it's a huge burden on you and you don't know what you're going to do. But let me tell you, every challenge that you hit in your life, there is a reason that you are tasked with that. And guess what? There will be a positive on the end. You will see that positive and you have to look for that positive in it. So there is a reason that that is happening. Let me use for an example. You're in a job that you hate. You're not happy with it, right? And then all of a sudden you get let go. You might be so upset about that. Oh my gosh, I lost my job. But did you really enjoy that job? Is that a place you really wanted to go to? Probably not. So there is a blessing in disguise. Might it be tough for a little bit money-wise? Yeah. But you can overcome it. And when you do overcome it, that's that positivity that you need to suck in and use, right? So the challenges that come upon you. So maybe you have a challenge with your child, right? They're acting out or they're getting in trouble at school. But look at it as a lesson learned, right? So you're learning a lesson through this challenge that's in turn going to create a positivity in your life. Okay, so every challenge can be turned into a positive because we're all challenged in life. It's just a different way of looking at things. Can you look at it in a positive way? So right now it might really stink, but will the outcome turn into a positive? So maybe it's a big job at work. You've been tasked with this a million hour project, right? And you're like, how am I going to get this done? Well, you're going to write a task list. You're going to use the people around you, and you're going to use what you know you can do. And when you do that, you know how good you feel when you finish that project? You feel amazing. So you need to think of it as, wow, my boss has the confidence in me to allow me to do this job. So it is a different outlook. So they're allowing you to do this. They have the confidence in you to do this. Not, oh my gosh, I've been tasked with this 50-page stepped project that I don't know how I'm going to get done, right? Different outlook is going to make you feel differently about it. So again, turning the negative that you feel into a positive. You have to turn it into a positive because it's going to make you feel better. And when you feel better, you let off more positivity and you get more done, right? When you're negative and you're down on yourself, you don't want to move, you don't want to do anything. Oh, why bother doing this? So you need to be positive for yourself. The last thing to help with creating more self-confidence and also with creating a more positive life is only be around those that create that positivity for you, right? So those people and those things that give you joy, that's what you want to gravitate to. Those people that are always the negative Nancys and they always find the bad in everything, those are the people that you want to let go, right? Release them. Release them from your life and allow the positive people and the positive vibes to come into your life. So how many people have a negative Nancy in their life right now? Write a number 3 down below. Negative Nancy in their life that they would allow to go away and it's not going to affect them, right? Because that negative Nancy is already affecting you. You're allowing that person to affect you. So it is better to release them and bring in the positive, right? So that negative person is no longer going to affect you, okay? So it is doing activities that you love with the people that you love. So find some kind of activity that you like. Maybe it's crocheting. Maybe it's going to the movies. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's running your business. Whatever makes you happy, then you need to do that. You think you've turned into a negative Nancy. Lindsay, it's all mindset. It is your mindset telling you to be negative. So take those negative thoughts and turn them into a positive. There's a reason you are being challenged right now. And I know you're going through a challenging time, but there is a reason and there is a light at the end of the tunnel and there's also a ton of people behind you. So no more negative Nancy. Make yourself think positively about everything. There's always a positive, okay? All right. So
Where's your phone?
I'm on my phone. So get rid of the negative in your life, whether it's people, whether it's a job. If you're able to, get rid of it. If you're not able to, do something to create it where you can eventually get rid of it, right? So if you aren't taking those steps to move on with that and get rid of that negative thing that's you are enduring, then what are you doing for yourself, right? You've got to make those steps. Nobody else is going to make the steps for you to be happy. So you need to, self-talk is number 1, right? You need to have some positive self-talk, people. You are an awesome, amazing person. All of you are, and you rock at whatever it is that you do. And you need to have that confidence. Write it on some Post-its and post it around your house and look at it every morning, because that is going to change how you feel about yourself and how you feel about what you are doing and how you're doing it. Okay? Number 2, you need to look at every challenge that occurs from you. So the negative that happens to you, the challenges you're faced with, you need to look at them as they are making you grow as a person, and there is some positivity that's going to happen. So they're making you grow, and they're going to be a positive at the end. There always is a positive, okay? Next, only be around those that create positive energy for you. Life is too short, people. Get rid of the negativity in your life and move on. Move on and stick with those people that create that positive vibe, right? So you have 5 fingers. Find 5 people, whether they are actually in person or they can be on social media. Those 5 people that create positivity in your life, and those are the people that you stick with, right? The rest of the people can go fly their negative wings elsewhere. and you're going to move forward with your positivity. Okay? So these 3 things will help you build your self-confidence because it's going to help you be a more positive person. Believe me, I've been there. The negative has brought me down. I've been through all kinds of things. But the biggest part is looking for that positivity because we can't sit and null in the negativity, right? So in order to get out of the negative, you need to continue on and look for the positive, okay? So I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps somebody. If you ever need to talk, you're welcome to message me. And remember, feel free to share my video if you feel it brought you value. Bye, guys. Have a great night.